Ready for our trip to learn more about independence? In this video, we will explore the concept of independence and its meaning in different contexts. Independence is a term commonly used to describe freedom from external control or influence, but its meaning can vary depending on the situation or individual. This video will delve into the various interpretations of independence and how it influences our daily lives. Whether it be personal independence, independence in relationships, or countries gaining their independence, we will strive to understand this complex and nuanced concept better. Join us as we reflect on the importance of independence and its role in shaping our world. But first, let me introduce you to the outline of this product. The first one is, how did independence start in our life? It's quite complicated, but you can understand. Basically, that means you take a leap forward and learn some things, but you can't catalyze a new identity, so you try to go back and hide in your old identity. But it no longer works because things have changed. You've learned something new, and now you're different. That isn't who you are anymore. The only way to fit back into your old identity is like that you have to cut parts of yourself off in a destructive manner. Being independent is the same thing. In the growth process, people know more and more about their lives daily. Nobody depends on someone permanently. We all have some trouble the first time doing something without assistance. For example, the first time we held the spoon and ate by ourselves, it was difficult for an around, age 1 baby. However, we have to learn it, and we have no ways to shirk from this. Everything in our life works like that. We learn about independence when we were babies. The next one is, when do children know they need to become independent from their parents? When you hit a certain point in your development, the answers you're looking for will not be found in your parents' house. We discuss this idea in detail, one of the times in your life when you will go and ask your parents something about your life, and you'll realize they don't know more about what you should do than you do. And that is one of the moments you realize you're an individual. You need to become an independent person whose thoughts, feelings, and acts are on your own. Someone always knows what they must do, but that is not everyone. That's why some people are often willing to maintain a dependent relationship with their parents. It's like someone is always standing between them and the unknown, who they can go and ask, "What should I do?" At some point, these people will realize that they can't ask anymore because their parents don't know any more than they do, and their life is not the same as their parents. That's a pain. If people establish a more individual relationship with their parents, at that point, they can conceivably start taking care of them instead of the reverse. But they have to let the image of perfection go, and the road will be exposed for them. Thirdly is the expressions of becoming independent from parents. Psychosocial development in adulthood consists of changes in lifestyles and relationships. According to Erickson, the primary task of early adulthood is to establish identity and intimacy, sharing one's total self with someone else, after wrestling with the intimacy versus isolation psychosocial crisis, which poses commitment to others opposite the possibility of self-absorption. Much psychosocial development during this period is important aspect of establishing intimacy with a partner, such as leaving home, being able to finding a long-term romantic relationship, or family, beginning a career, and starting a family. Most young adults have familial attachments from which they are separated. This process normally begins during the early adult transition, ages 17 to 22, when many young adults first leave home to attend college or take a job in another city. By age 22, young adults have attained at least some level of attitudinal, emotional, and physical independence. They are ready to enter the adult world, ages 22 to 28, stage of early adulthood, during which relationships take center stage. Moreover, dating and marriage are natural extensions of the eventual separation from the family of origin, a key process in becoming an adult. Early bonding and separation experiences, then, set the stage for later independence from the family and the ability to form healthy attachments. As we age, our perspective on independence can shift profoundly. As we grow older and experience new challenges and milestones, our understanding of what it means to be independent can change. In adolescence, independence is often equated with rebellion. As teenagers, we strive to assert our independence from our parents. We may push boundaries, take risks, and explore new experiences as a way of proving to ourselves and others that we are capable of making our own decisions. As we move into early adulthood, our perspective on independence may shift again. We begin to take on more responsibility for ourselves, pursuing higher education or a career. At this stage, independence is often seen as a symbol of success. In later life, our perspective on independence may shift yet again, as we begin to confront new physical and emotional challenges. As we age, our bodies may become less able to perform once easy tasks, and we may begin to rely more on others for support. This can be a difficult transition, as we may have to confront our mortality. But, the way age affects our mind about independence is a complex and multifaceted topic that can vary greatly from person to person. And the next one is the importance of being independent. There are several reasons why being independent is essential. We give you 5 of them. Reduce stress. You may lessen your daily stress by being your own emotional crutch, advisor, and counselor. Relying on people can be risky, and if you can handle things on your own, you may feel less concerned when difficult scenarios arise. It is critical to realize that social support is still necessary and that relying on your inner circle is beneficial. Perhaps being more self-sufficient simply means you can deal with things more easily. Believe in yourself. Independence can be quite beneficial to your self-esteem. Having confidence in your own opinions, decisions, and actions provides a confidence boost unlike any other. You would never be able to be yourself if you were constantly concerned about what other people thought. If you don't believe in yourself, you'll always second-guess yourself, which is a bad way to be. Take a step back and be self-assured and autonomous. Be self-motivated. There is nothing more satisfying than being self-motivated. Don't get me wrong, we all have days when getting out of bed is a struggle, but having the self-discipline to get up and be productive is excellent. If you want to achieve a goal, do it for yourself. You and you only should be your main motivation for losing weight, moving up on that career ladder, or simply making it to the end of the week without breaking down. Every success should make you proud of yourself. Finding your passion. Sometimes, relying on other people or focusing too much on everyone else rather than yourself can cause you to lose your way. Perhaps you did once upon a time, but that is no longer the case. Or perhaps you never allowed yourself to pursue your passions. Being independent gives you the chance to leave your family and friends at home and go out and find what makes you happy. Perhaps it's learning something new, helping people, or exercising. Whatever that is, allowing yourself the freedom to discover it on your own will boost your self-esteem massively. Broaden your horizons. Being independent all comes down to point number 5: broaden your horizons. It is so easy to forget about taking time for yourself during our busy lives, and in truth, we all don't practice self-care as much as we should. By consciously broadening your horizons, you don't miss out on the opportunity or life experience, leaving you with less resentment and more fulfillment. Life has so much to offer, and regardless of how hectic your life can be or how many people depend on you, ensuring that you grab life with both hands is crucial to future happiness. Finally, we have some tips for becoming independent. Independent people can orient themselves, they know exactly what they want, and they also have a strategy that is oriented toward their goal. When you orient your vision, different things appear to you in the world. Your vision calculates what's necessary, your brain calculates what's necessary for you to see. These will lead you to the point that you're aiming at. We have a question now: how to become independent. Some of the most popular advice is living without your parents and finding financial independence. If you are not mature enough to have your own house and financial freedom, or you're in practice to be independent, we also have some methods to help you answer this question. Set boundaries. One definition of codependence includes a lack of clear personal boundaries. Codependent individuals often have difficulty knowing how to speak up for themselves and may sacrifice their personal needs for someone else. Setting boundaries allows you to speak up for yourself, and shows that you can listen to your body physically and emotionally. It also establishes how you expect for others to treat and respect you based on your personal values and beliefs. It will take consistent practice to build and maintain healthy boundaries. But as you identify limits that you'd like to set with yourself and others, you may become more independent and feel safe to express your needs. Learn effective communication skills. Learning practical communication skills can help you when establishing healthy boundaries. Whether you have a partner or need to communicate your needs in a friendship or with a family member, the need to set boundaries occurs in all types of relationships. If you are a passive communicator, chances are you're not getting your needs met, or you might go along with what anyone else might say to avoid conflict. Practicing assertive communication will show that you are aware of your needs, can communicate those needs clearly, can set and enforce clear boundaries. Consider giving yourself space to reflect on your thoughts before communicating with others, to help you express yourself confidently. It doesn't have to be long, you may just take 3 deep breaths to offer yourself more time before responding during a conversation. Engage in activities you enjoy. Codependent individuals often lack a sense of self. If you strive to be more independent, seek out hobbies you enjoy and do them on your own. Finding activities you enjoy can help you know yourself and your interests. Activities and hobbies that you enjoy may include but aren't limited to cooking, baking, writing in a journal, painting or drawing, Pilates, taking a relaxing bath, walking in nature, reading. You're aiming up, but in order to aim up, you have to let go of something you already have that will put you into a state of chaos. Unless you're willing to undergo that intermediary state of chaos, you're not gonna get to the next level. When you go from a bad place to a better place, you go to a worse place first. There is an intermediary state of chaos. You could artificially maintain your dependency, and you know exactly the result if you do that for too long. You cannot open your mind by yourself, you get pretty stale, like bread that's been on the shelf for too long, and nobody needs.